Welcome to the ImageN official podcast. I'm your host, Peachy500, and this is Brock. Brock, that's your cue to say something.
El color de la noche.
And Ethan.
Okay, I am strongly against what Brock said. I am Ethan Dibble. I don't understand. I despise Brock.
Yeah. My name's actually Psalm, but okay. Anyway, we have a special guest star. He won't talk. So
Special guest
we're not
star.
going to introduce
just
him.
There.
So what is our
So we're gonna start off
today?
I have this really interesting article. I'll read the title. A Hawaiian snail named George, believed to be the last of the species, has died. Now,
What?
actually kind of heartbreaking, if I do say so myself.
Yeah,
It's kind of an old article. Kind of old news. It happened a couple months ago. But, yeah, this guy, George, the snail, he kind of passed away. And, a lot of the snail diversity in Hawaii has actually been lost as like 90%. That's kind of high. A lot of the invasive species, like rats, have been killing the snails. It's kind of unfortunate. See, personally, I like snails, so it hurts too.
How moving.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't read the article.
I haven't either.
But wait, what?
So
I mean,
it says that George's body is being preserved in alcohol, and they're gonna use his tissue to do some more research, and see what they can do in order to preserve land snails. Like such as George, and maybe. Well, they want to clone George apparently, and repopulate the Hawaiian Islands with George clones. That sounds cool.
I mean, wasn't there like some cloning of twin? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we've cloned people legally before.
Yeah.
If we have, I don't think it's like something we talk about.
How much? I don't know. Are there any big cloning news? Like any big cloning news
sheep
recently? Because I haven't really been paying attention.
George's death. Apparently, that's it.
I mean, George is a very touchy topic.
Hey Brock, how do you feel about the idea of cloning George in order to keep the islands of Hawaii diverse in their land snails?
Well, you see, we should not be talking about George. The real topic of discussion is Gary the snail.
Gary the snail, from the popular kids cartoon SpongeBob, which started in the 90s.
1999,
and is still airing to this day. Are you talking about that SpongeBob? I mean, Gary the snail?
Actually, no, I'm talking about Gary the snail from Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me more about... I'm unfamiliar with this Gary the snail from Seinfeld.
See, Seinfeld character, insert Seinfeld character, had a snail named Gary the snail, and he, like every night before he went to bed, right, he would just pet Gary the snail.
I see.
And then he would eat him. And then every day he would go to the pet store and buy a new snail and name him Gary. And it was in a ritualistic manner. He would eat Gary the snail every night before bed.
So did he clone Gary? How did he eat Gary the snail multiple times?
Well, see, he cloned Gary the snail in spirit,
In spirit, I see.
Yeah.
Was this a religious act?
It was the religious Constitution Act of 1784.
I mean, I've never heard of that. Could you elaborate just a little bit? Excuse me?
Excuse me? What?
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Well, see, we were talking about El color de la noche.
I mean, Is El Color de la Noche Snow related? I mean, we here at ImageN Podcast, we do accept like snails of all races and colors, but
Moving on to the next topic. So, as you may know, lately alternative meats, like weird stuff, kind of like ants and like
Escargot.
cockroaches, snails. That's not so weird. I mean, I haven't really eaten snails because I'm personally more like I like them as friends rather than food. But the demand for alternative meats has soared, and it's actually kind of a problem because like Australian snail farmers are struggling to keep up these demands. Might cause a problem, especially for those who kind of want to get snails and eat them. So this morning farmer, I don't remember her name. She has like 50,000 snails that she raises, something.
I mean, wow. Okay.
See, the thing about snail farming is that they feed themselves, right? So it's kind of cool, but like,
Wait, how do they feed themselves?
because they kind of like eat like whatever. They're kind of decomposers in a way. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
To
Yeah.
me, it's interesting how there's been a rise in eating snails, and it's if it'd be hard for me to eat a snail because I feel like I'd rather just pet the snail.
yeah. I see. So yeah, I was looking earlier today, and I found this Australian snail that apparently you can have as a pet. It's huge. It's like the size, like probably the size of my head. I don't even know. But would you consider having one of those as a pet?
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'd like to. I can raise them, and I could.
It's like a
sell them.
house cat.
yeah, it sort of interests me. So I looked into it a little bit more, and apparently, like holding it can be harmful too. So
Wait,
you've got to
what?
like have wet hands and stuff.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And then I was watching a video, and this one lady, she started holding her snail in some lettuce,
Yeah.
because apparently that's safer. I don't really know. I don't know much about snails. I'm not a certified expert,
I just found this article. It's from a scientist exploring life, inspiring innovation. It was published on January 14th, 2014 by Tracy Vents, and it's called, it's really blunt, actually. Fewer female snail penises.
I mean, I could have sworn snails were male and female.
Well, I mean, some of them.
Yeah, see, researchers are now spotting fewer cases of imposex, in which female sea snails develop male sexual organs as a result of a chemical ban instituted in 2008.
I mean, Brock, I'm pretty sure that I'm an expert on this topic. You see, I literally watched like a thing about snail sex earlier today.
Yeah, but that was about like garden snails, so.
They weren't garden snails, so you're quite uneducated in the snail sex.
Yeah, I'm more of a.
Say some.
I'm more of a snail.
Apparently, they stab each other with their hormone spikes.
Yeah,
And
what?
It's kind of like a competition, So you got you're spreading your sperm in each other, but you're trying not to get pregnant. You see? Because being a mom is hard, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But like the things you stab the other snail with or whatever, that's supposed to make the sperm live longer, while your body tries to kill the sperm, while you're also injecting sperm into the other snail. I mean, I don't know why I watched this. I don't know why I was looking up.
Quite frankly, I think we all need to educate ourselves in some way, and just do it in something that we like. If you're interested in biology, or if you're interested in like chemistry or like music, you just kind of YouTube it up, and that's kind of the beauty of the internet, honestly, because you can really just look up just about anything and you get about just about anything.
I mean, it started at looking at snail pets.
Snail pets.
And then somehow I found a PBS thing. And now I'm enlightened. I feel like I've become a better person because of this. I don't know if that's just like a coincidence or if it's like I have actually grown. But
You have grown as a human being.
I feel like I'm better than I was before.
Next topic.
You recall how actually, I was talking about the snails, how they need more meat. Well, actually, quite interesting enough, in Nigeria, you see, snails have become. I mean, they become self-sufficient in snail and mushroom farming, which is kind of cool. So, like,
it's pretty crazy.
Basically, they could just like keep their country, running. Not very well, because they don't actually make that much money, but it's still impressive with the snails that they're selling, with snail farmers, and also mushrooms, of course. But we're talking about snails here.
Yeah, so I feel like we've got this like problem here when we just can't stop talking about snails.
Yeah, speaking of snails, so I found this interesting little video of the snail that's like eating a baby carrot.
Yeah,
that's all.
I mean, from my perspective, I don't think it's a problem, Brock. I think snails really help us grow as like a species.
Yeah, what would you like to talk about, Brock?
I mean, I feel like this is going to be the whole subject of this podcast.
Well, if you don't like that, then maybe you should bring something else up.
I mean, sometimes Brock be like that. It's just like,
there's this invasive species of worm that has just invaded my home.
Really?
Yep.
So basically, snails have invaded your home.
Yep. Welcome to the podcast.
ImageN podcast.
Oh, we're on a podcast. Are you guys like practicing for a podcast, or we actually?
No, this is an actual podcast.
It's an actual podcast.
Well,
welcome to Snail Podcast.
You guys should ask me to join later. Like, I'd be earlier.
No, it's fine. We welcome all special guests.
Oh, dude, nice. All right, anyway, so basically, what's your guys' favorite colored snail?
Favorite color of snail?
Black.
El color de noche.
I'm gonna have to go.
El color de noche.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. I used to actually have an El color de la noche.
So, do you think they're gonna have snails, like a snail boss in Borderlands 3?
I really hope so. I'd buy the game. I don't even like Borderlands, but I'd buy it if they had a snail boss.
I'm actually really confused though. Like, how did this whole snail thing happen? Like, what happened?
See. Okay, so it all goes back to this Discord that I joined from a Counter-Strike match. The people from the other team invited me to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, and then I was also watching a lot of anime at the time. And you know how they mentioned reincarnation a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then at the same time, I one of my snails died, and that made me kind of sad. And I was thinking, because no one was talking in this Discord, and I was like, I'm just gonna say something, and so I spammed it a whole bunch. Right. And I was like, what if I just had like a lot of gasoline so I can burn down the orphanage? Because the Discord is called Family, and if you join, you get the role orphan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was like, I just want to burn to death, and then I can become reincarnated like something cool, like a snail or something. Because I was thinking about my snail, and then I was like, to back up my add some reasoning why snail, and I said so I can eat algae and no one would care, because algae, I've always wanted to know what algae tastes like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
And yeah. And then it kind of just became a thing because I kept saying it a lot, and now look what happened.
Yeah.
I think Psalm just has a snail fetish.
No.
So basically, I like me some snails, but I'm not really into that. but you know.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Oh, you're not?
Ethan is. I think Ethan
Psalm,
might be.
I think you're lying to yourself.
I think I'm not lying to myself.
Psalm, I thought we told you that we're accepting of all snails here. Did
It's
you not,
okay.
Do you not remember that?
I'm not a snail yet, so.
Never mind. No.
See, I mean, if I scroll up and I look at the Is Psalm a Snail Today channel, it says no for the past 5 days. So maybe tomorrow you'll be a snail.
Maybe we'll have to find out.
The world may never know.
Until tomorrow.
Till tomorrow. So what are you
Next
guys up
topic.
to?
Next topic.
Oh, okay.
Please don't let it be about snails.
So what are you guys' what are you guys looking forward to? Like what games? Like what games are you guys looking forward to?
The forest later this
The one
night.
about the snail.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
no, there's this
The
like
crab game.
battle royale game that just came into my YouTube feed the other day.
Really?
Kinda looks epic.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is it
Can I
really
see
called
it?
Crab Battle Royale?
No,
Like,
but
I
it's
wanna
like
see it so bad.
it looks like Crab Rave. Like
yo,
back.
can someone like send me a link?
Please send that to me. I would
Just-
totally
Is it
buy
on
that.
mobile?
Just look it up. All you have to do is look it up.
Yeah, look
So,
up
like,
crab.
Crab
Battle
Rave
Royale.
Battle
I'm playing
Royale.
GTA right now. I'm playing GTA. I can't at the moment.
Crab Battle Royale.
I'm playing Enter the Gungeon when they specifically told me not to.
I thought you said you weren't playing that.
I
Ethan.
mean, I'm not. Jeez, stop
Specifically
accusing me.
told me.
Wow. Yeah, they really like to accuse me of a lot of stuff here. It
Yeah,
really makes me
yeah.
feel not welcome.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I'm sorry.
actually, that kind of reminds me of this article I just found.
Oh.
Yeah, so I found.
If it doesn't involve snails, I don't want to hear about it.
It says fan art pairs My Hero Academia and SpongeBob SquarePants, an amazing crossover. And if you see over here, it kind of has like Gary the Snail as a character from the show that I don't recognize because I've never seen the show. I think that's kind of cool. It's the guy with red and white hair. Yeah, he's. I mean, kind of cool.
Makes sense, I think.
Yep, that's the news article.
I'm lost.
Me too.
Me too.
And I'm looking at the article. Well, actually, I have a cooler one. It's called the most dangerous species on the planet. So we're gonna do a vote here. Which ones we think? What do you guys think is the most dangerous species on the planet?
That is actually a really good fucking question.
Yeah, besides like human, because that's a lame answer.
Yeah, true. Humans are
I've
trash.
got my answer.
All right, what's your answer, Brock Shelton?
The African giant snail.
African giant snail.
What? But you can have that as a pet. I was really
But I
talking
thought
about.
you said you didn't want to talk about snails anymore.
Well, I mean, it just kind of keeps coming back.
I'm gonna have to go for I'm gonna have to go for like a monkey.
The what?
The monkeys.
The monkeys.
Yeah, just monkeys. You know.
Yeah, monkeys. Yeah, I think monkeys are pretty dangerous too.
Honestly, chimpanzees, man. I remember on Animal Planet one time I saw this show.
Oh no.
And it was like this one where they own a bunch of wild animals, like some people own like a tiger or something, and then something bad happens, of course. And they had this monkey, and it like tore apart this person's face and like ripped off their fingers.
Damn.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I seem to remember an article that I read one time about the Gom
sticking to
chimpanzee
cats.
war.
The
Yeah.
Gom chimpanzee.
It involved like two warring nations of monkeys.
Oh
that
yes, I think I'm
they
familiar with
ripped
the
each
Gom
other
chimpanzee.
apart.
Yes,
And it ripped
I'm
their
familiar
nation
with
and
the-
community apart.
with the guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, they were using guerrilla warfare tactics.
Yeah.
It was pretty terrible.
Damn.
I mean, they
That's
are
very
gorillas,
unfortunate.
right?
They're
No, they're
chimps.
chimpanzees.
I mean, they are
Chimpanzees.
chimpanzees, right? I meant that,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That's what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I promise.
Ethan, did you say you thought cats were the most dangerous animal in the world?
No, I said I was gonna stick to cats because, yeah, monkeys. I don't want to get my face ripped off because that's kind of creepy.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want to get raped. Oh, my bad.
That's what I
I
thought I
mean-
heard.
That's another thing that I don't want to happen. But
What? You don't want to get raped, or you don't want to get raped by monkeys specifically?
Next topic.
Well, I'm actually
ImageN
looking for
field
the.
trip.
I'm actually looking for the answer to my question.
What?
Wait, what question?
Yeah, I don't even know what your
what's the
question
most
was.
dangerous species of animal?
Opium.
Most dangerous monkey.
I don't know. That's actually it's a really good question. I just don't have an answer. Like I really don't know. There's a lot out
Something
there.
that's really ugly.
Probably like a dart frog or something dumb.
Wait, this.
Oh, probably like
There's like
fucking rattlesnakes or some shit. You know?
Oh yeah.
no, rattlesnakes won't attack you if like you don't really do anything to them.
How come this
Here-
is such a long
what
list?
a-
When's the end of this list?
There's like an octopus that's super poisonous.
The 8 ring or something?
So basically, there's someone
Yeah, I think it's
targeting
like
me,
a ringed octopus. You're right.
and I don't feel comfortable.
And the answer is alright, here I'm gonna do a top 10 list. Are you ready, guys? Number 10, the Cape Buffalo. Cape Buffalo, which is looks like a snail. Oh no, never mind.
I don't think it
Never mind.
does.
No, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Number 9 is Brock. You were kind of close. It's the cone snail.
What?
It says here. Do not dare to touch the 4 to 6 inch long gastropods. Their concealed harpoon-like teeth contain a complex venom known as conotoxin, making them one of the most venomous species of snails. One of the most. So I guess there'll be another snail.
Hmm.
We got the number 8, the golden poison dart frog. As expected, a dart frog. And number 7, a box jellyfish. Number 6, pufferfish. Number 5, black mamba. So it's like the rattlesnake kind of.
Mm.
Number 4, saltwater crocodile.
Wow.
Number
Is there
3, the tsetse fly.
There's a fly.
Let's see why.
Are you plugging it
Um,
into your computer, Saul?
What?
He's doing this all in his head, mental.
Yeah. Microscopic. So they spread a disease called trypanosomes, which is it causes the African sleeping sickness, which is pretty bad, I guess. Disturbance in sleep cycles, like and some other stuff, and which can lead to death if it's untreated.
Right.
So
Can
I
we-
guess it's a fact that they're kind of like unavoidable in certain parts of the world because bugs are kind of hard to get away from.
Can we talk about Africa for a little bit after that?
Yeah. Okay. Number
Since like it happened to be in it.
so since number 1 is humans on this list, number 1 is mosquito. Because they're everywhere except for Antarctica. They spread a bunch of diseases. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Sure. No wrong there.
I was thinking, because you know how Africa, like half of Africa is just on the equator.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
geography is just Africa's not very blessed,
Which is, I think it's kind of weird. I don't know if they're just like don't take this offensively. I cannot believe I'm even saying that, but they're not. They haven't really improved at all. Seeing as how other countries have improved, like with their technology and everything, they've been pretty bland, and they haven't really made like a difference at all.
Africa has no industrialization.
Well, have you heard
Yeah.
of the book Guns, Germs, and Steel?
Nope.
No, okay. So
I mean,
basically-
my favorite author, yes, of course I've heard of him.
Jared Diamond.
Oh,
Jared
yeah,
Diamond.
my favorite fantasy, of course I've heard.
Okay, but actually, Africa's kind of screwed, so that's kind of part of why it's not their fault. They kind of got screwed by like being where they
Geography,
are,
man.
and then
I know.
also because like in the 1900s when Europe was like, wait a second, we haven't gone to Africa, and then they're like, they killed a bunch of people, and then like they forced them into like the same type of living environment as we have in like Western civilization, and which is actually bad for them because it causes disease to spread a lot more, and there's a lot more diseases in Africa and whatnot. You know, and also corrupt governments. A lot of corrupt governments. French people be like French governments, not French people. French government be like corrupt in Ghana. I don't know. Is Ghana occupied by France? I don't think so.
Well,
No, they just speak French.
Thank you. That's a special guest. We aren't going to name him.
M. Crab.
No recognition.
none. Let's see. Oh, well, I was asking myself earlier, what is the most dangerous monkey?
No,
And I found my answer from
James.
Nope, I found my answer from Tana Williams, who was a former plumber at Galasso Plumbing.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is Galasso
I
Plumbing?
see. I think I found what you just found.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
You're talking
see,
about D.
okay.
Tana Williams who worked at Galasso Plumbing from 1999 to 2015.
Wait, what is this?
Alright, well, I would say there might be two dangerous monkeys out there, and I'm not sure if it's a monkey. First of all, monkeys are potentially dangerous because of the bacteria, etc., that they carry. Remember, it was the green monkey in Africa that started the AIDS crisis. As far as I physically would say, baboons are potentially the most dangerous ones you're likely to run into. They are extremely long, large, and they have huge teeth and are aggressive. That's why when you are in an area where baboons might be, there will be signs all over the place telling you to roll up your window all the way and don't feed. I've seen baboons on TV casually walk up to an unoccupied car, open up the door, and all the baboons will get in the car and rip it apart for food, the kind of food that the tourists give them. In this case, not only did they rip the seats, they pooped all over the car.
Wow. It's kind of interesting, actually.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a pretty dangerous monkey.
for
It's
being a
dangerous world
plumber,
up there.
she's quite
Knowledgeable.
I'm questioning why it mentions that she is a former plumber. I don't see how that's helping answer his question.
I think she has the wrong scholar, you know?
Yeah, why is it she's a plumber? Here, she also answered the question, why do good people die? She answered saying, this answer will probably get moved too, but the simplest explanation is that everyone dies sooner or later. It just seems to us that good people die younger because they are good people. And yet I do see horrible people continuing on for many years. It will take someone with a degree in philosophy to give you a philosophical reply. I'm sorry I can't say anything better than this. But believe me when I tell you this, those who have been cruel and heartless and mean will get what they deserve when they died. And I don't mean hell.
Can I be with a girl who prostituted herself?
Where is that? Where do you see that?
Just scroll down a little bit.
Well, I don't think I see a single question about plumbing that she's answered.
Yeah. Would humans use clothes if temperatures were perfect and there were no dangers? My feeling would be yes, they would figure out something, if only for their lady parts and men parts. I can imagine it would be quite uncomfortable sitting on the ground full of pebbles on rocks with nothing between you and your parts. I also think they would just, for what you might call fashion, in the very beginning humans wore just basic skins to cover their parts to keep them quite warm. But over time they started decorating these clothes until they became quite fashionable. Just look at dress for a Comanche woman with the beads and turquoise and fringes, etc. Okay, well, I'm done.
I'm really enjoying the words of this plumber.
Me too.
Former plumber, I'm sorry.
Wait, oh no, she's getting depressed. Why
Wait.
try to live when it is all so empty?
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean,
What?
plumbers go through some hard times.
Yeah, true. They can't
Sometime-
pull up their pants. Things just like fall in there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What was the hardest thing you went through in life, and how did you get past it? After my terrible childhood, the hardest thing I ever had to do was get over my 5 men. Okay, so this place is too prim and proper to say what happened. I was raped by 5 boys.
Oh, is that from the
Wait.
same
Wait,
person?
what?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Wait, this is the plumber?
our hearts
Yeah.
go out to Tana. Hopefully Tana's
Yeah,
doing okay
okay
now.
now.
I sort of did take my gun loaded up, and I knew this one boy would go to the beach every morning. I found a bush very near and waited. He finally came, and I cocked the hammer. I aimed it directly in his head, but there was something different about him that morning. He seemed very thoughtful and sad. I just felt waves of remorse coming at me. I uncocked the gun and walked very quietly away into the brush. I don't think he ever knew how close he came that morning. But I did learn one thing about myself: I can survive anything, and I can't harm anyone.
Oh, that's
I
inspiring.
mean, I think I
That's-
know why she quit her plumbing job.
Oh, do you?
Nope. I don't know. Okay, this is like I don't know if this is real. I don't think it's real, but it might be.
I mean, things happen,
I
and
know.
I'm pretty sure this kind of thing happens. But I don't think the only thing throwing me off about this whole thing is that she's a plumber.
Yeah, that like it says that she's a plumber. It's like yeah. So I was a plumber for a couple years. That's what I'm known for,
She's giving all kinds of advice.
and none of it has to involve plumbing. It's just kind of confusing why it says that she's a plumber in the first place.
Why did Nick Groff leave Ghost Adventures? What is the production history of Ghost Adventures? Okay, why did she leave Ghost Adventures?
There was, I guess.
There was a breathing sound in the house, and once I said, Jesus Christ, the sound stopped. Was it a demon?
No, Quora's pretty interesting.
I like this person. I accidentally took a double dose of Zoloft. I forgot. I took 100 milligrams Zoloft pill in the morning, and I took another one 5 minutes ago. What should I do?
You should go to poison control.
Tana Williams. I'm on 11 medications, so I know what to do. The first thing you do is call your doctor and ask what's going to happen. Then do what he or she says.
Well, I mean, obviously, right?
I mean, you can call.
I feel like you don't
poison
need to be on
control.
medication to know that. Alright, we're done with Tana Williams. That's enough of that person.
Well, good luck to Tana. All right, I really hope her life, looks up. Like,
This is an interesting person. With a lot of
very.
downs. She's gonna kill her rapist.
Yeah. Anyway, are spider monkeys dangerous? Well, let's find out.
Spider
As you
Monkey
may know,
from that hit TV series. Ben 10.
no. As you may know, spider monkeys are like kind of like endangered, and they're only found in like Costa Rica or something. Anyway, so basically, I think the answer is no.
Wait, I'm sorry for going off topic for a little bit, but has Jayloin been here the whole time?
Just
Yes.
for like the past like 15 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. Jayloin's the anime. Okay, please continue.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out whatever questions I had to ask you guys. We kind of ran through my news articles pretty quickly. I didn't expect that to happen.
I mean, we can always.
Actually, I have a good question now. My friend's girlfriend asked me to sit in the back seat because she wanted to be in front with her boyfriend. My friend. What would you do in this situation? Now, before you guys answer, we got Murphy Barrett to say, context is a thing. Is it my car? Heck no. Right? Even if I'm not driving, I sit in the front of my car. Am I already in the seat? Would I have to get up and move? Probably not. Are we? That's his answer. So probably not. If he had to move, right? Are we at the car or heading towards it? Probably, unless the back seat is really small and she's notably smaller than I am. I have long limbs, and unless the ride is going to be really short, eating my knees gets to be downright painful. Is it her car? Yes. Unless, again, the back is really small, in which case I'd ask if she minded if I sat in front because of the leg thing. Now, how do you guys feel about this question?
Well,
No say.
No say?
To be honest, I kind of just spaced out for a second, so I didn't hear the question.
I did the same thing.
Well, the question is, my friend's girlfriend asked me to sit in the back seat because she wanted to sit in front of her boyfriend, my friend. What would you do in this situation?
Sit in the back seat.
Yeah, I'd probably sit in the back seat because I don't care.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
next-
just
is this question supposed to be like? Is this supposed to be like a trick question? Like, what is this?
I don't know. I mean, he's just asking like what he should do next time that happens.
Oh, well,
is he
that's
typing this out as this is happening?
I guess I don't know.
Because I want to know what he did.
Yeah, I'm
I
curious.
want to do.
Curious.
He didn't say. I don't think.
Because that's an oddly specific scenario.
Yeah, I don't see his question, so it's kind of. Oh wait. Yeah, no. He didn't say anything. It's kind of sucks. You know. How do you stop your friend from vaping or smoking?
slap him.
Ethan.
Take their money.
You give them
Take their
money.
money.
Ethan.
What?
No, Ethan is the
That's the
friend we're
answer?
referring to.
Oh, okay.
What? I'm so
Oh,
confused.
welcome.
Brock, can you please explain to catch so I can catch up?
Nope.
Because I like disconnected for a little bit and I heard you say Ethan. I'm confused.
Yeah, me too. I don't know
Well,
what's happening.
see, the thing is, my daughter is 19, and with a 26-year-old, they are planning to get married. They've been together for 5 years. They're in love, but I don't like it. What should I do to break them up?
Nothing. I don't know.
Well,
It's-
I have to say, even as the mother, I don't think you should get involved unless someone's in danger here.
Well, why? Do they give any reasons?
I think it's just the age gap,
They don't like them because they
or they don't like them.
I
Maybe.
mean, I don't think that that's a good reason.
But I mean, if you think about it, 5 years. Okay, so
Maybe.
26 minus 5, that's 21. 19 minus 5, that's 14.
Oh wait, 25 year.
No, they've been together
Difference?
5 years, and okay, right now they're 19 and 26, and they've been together 5 years. So 5 years ago, they was 14 and 21.
What? How is it? No,
Oh.
that's not legal.
Oh.
That's not legal.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? What'd you say?
Okay. Oh.
Wait,
Wow.
Psalm.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting
So
topic.
when they started dating, the girl was 14
Yeah.
How old was the guy?
and the guy was 21.
21.
No, I do not
Yeah.
approve. I may not be the father, but I do not approve.
I
Well,
do
but
not.
now, but the thing is, we're asking like, what do they do to break them up now? 5 years
Because
later.
they're 19 and 26 now. See,
Yeah,
I
they
think
get
that they
married.
should have not allowed that when
Yeah,
they first started
I
dating.
think so
Like,
too.
I think it's too late now. Like, whatever, get married. But they should have just stopped it at the time. That's just weird.
Yeah, it's the coffee he kind of waited a bit too long, but I feel like he still wanted it. think the only way to really do that is trip to Japan, trip to
Oh.
Europe, something like that. You
ImageN
know,
field trip.
and then you take the both, right, and then you accidentally like make sure that the last day that the boyfriend is missing, right, and he misses his airplane.
Are you suggesting like you kill him?
No, I'm just saying that like he doesn't get to the airport.
You suggesting you knock him out?
Suggesting
I'm
that
suggesting you
wait,
ditch
hold
him
on.
in some random
How'd
country.
this go? How did this start? What do
How
you
did
mean?
it start?
How do we get over here? Because I keep spacing out. I'm not really paying attention. And so basically, just asking.
Well, I
How
was
did
just
we
saying,
get
like,
to talking about?
no, I did not. I mean, look, if we wanted to, like, you want to separate them, right? But like, you can't really do much
Oh, yeah,
about it
yeah.
since they're grown up. So I was thinking,
Well,
you take
or
them
we
to
could-
Europe and you ditch.
We could frame him or frame her, and just we could do that, or we could be open with them and like be honest and just tell them that I don't know, just tell them something, for them to separate.
I
Although
would
that should
say
that maybe
he not sexually touched her.
wait what?
Yeah, I don't think this will work.
I think that you just let them do it. Honestly, I mean, at that point, I mean, I don't know. Personally, I would just, I would have done something a while ago, but
I would
Yeah.
just pretend I didn't have a daughter.
yep, exactly. Just haven't been worried.
Just give her paperwork to like some fucking homeless dude.
No, just give it to the
legally
guy.
disown her.
The guy
Oh.
owns my daughter.
Oh my god, that's no. We could you imagine?
Yeah, wait a second, Brock. You're onto something. You make it so that he's
No, I'm not onto
You make it so that he's legally her father. So
So basically,
No.
he's smashing his kid.
so then they can't get married.
this is
Oh, but they're still smashing.
That they can't get
then
married.
they'll just move to Alabama.
Well, they can't get married. They only get married to like your first or second. I don't remember, second cousin probably.
Hmm.
I mean, stuff happens,
Yeah, I don't know.
Next topic.
Ants.
Ants.
I love ants.
I hate
I
ants.
Ants.
I honestly hate ants. I have so many ants in my room right now. It's really good, really horrible.
Actually?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It just like happened recently. Like a bunch of ants been like crawling all around. It's really. I hate the smell of ants.
You know how to get rid of the ants?
How?
Take a broom handle and lay it on your floor,
Okay.
and then just like straddle it, and then they'll go away.
Are you sure?
I've tried it.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't get it.
What?
Wait, what?
Just try it, okay? Trust me.
He's telling
ants
you to
hate
get on a
it.
stick. Just get on a stick. Sit on a stick. It'll be good.
Okay.
See?
Well. Yeah.
It's a good
Okay.
solution.
Wait a minute. So get a broom.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, no, get a broom, take the broom handle off, put the broom handle on the floor, and straddle it, and the ants will be driven away.
I don't-
So
Are you
like by
serious?
the noise.
No, they just get scared.
Yeah, but it'll still be in my room. They'll just be hiding.
Yeah, I don't
that's
get
why you do that forever. just
Have
stay
a
there.
machine. Have a machine.
So basically-
that does that work.
Could I do that in the summertime and they would be like gone? Or they just be hiding?
They just be
Wait.
hiding. And they come back as soon as you leave.
Well, what's the point of that?
That's not a solution.
It's a temporary solution until you call the ant exterminator.
No, I found this question.
Or
Okay.
you could just get some ant poison, just spray it around like, all the corners in your room.
We all know ant poison doesn't work.
I have this
Just
really,
like climate change.
really good question.
I mean, I guess.
Just find their home and pour borax down there.
So I have this really good question.
Yeah?
Brought to you by Quora. It says, "Should I let my 13-year-old daughter have friends?"
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. No, I don't think so. I mean, at 13 years old, that's pretty young to have friends.
Especially with a girl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like asking if you should punish your kid for crying at school.
But Juan McCoy brings up a very important point. He says, "I love how everyone is so up in arms about this, not knowing the context. They just assume this person is isolating their kids without asking what kind of friends his daughter has brought home."
Okay. Brock,
Friends.
Nope.
Brock, Brock.
Generally, the answer should be yes, duh. But what if this kid lives in gang territory and is into drugs and stuff? Nobody seemed to think about that. If I had a kid in a bad place, I'd want to. Oh, this is such a long answer. It's actually like 10 paragraphs long. So basically, context is very important. However, I feel like if you're asking this question, you should have context.
I think I'm a JoJo fan now. But not really. I mean, okay, please continue.
What's all? Well, what do you? I mean, I don't think my 13-year-old should have friends. If I had a 13-year-old, just saying.
I don't think my 20-year-old should have friends.
I think when they hit like 27, that's about a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time to start
They're gonna-
introducing.
Wait, why is that? So they don't do anything bad? Do you not?
I don't know.
Really?
No. I mean, no.
Because why should you have friends?
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
one, you
only
won't be
need your
lonely.
parents.
You won't get depressed, and your parents are kind of. I mean, parents are nice and all, but sometimes they can be too much.
The voice of reason. No friends until 27.
But if you
Not
have
until your
friends,
brains are fully developed.
Yeah.
Okay,
I wonder what that'd be
25.
like. I wonder what that'd be like if you didn't interact with people until you were 25.
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
still have to play.
Speaking of 13-year-olds, is it wrong to punish a 13-year-old child for bad grades by locking her in a closet for 6 hours? Why or why not?
That's
Wait.
debatable. Like basically,
What?
I mean, she might get hungry. She might pee in a corner, but I mean, we can't help that. I mean, 6 hours, right? Who wouldn't?
I feel like it's an unnecessary punishment for bad grades.
I feel like that doesn't help.
I mean, at least give her phone. Her phone, lock her in there.
Makes it work.
Yeah.
Make sure she's at like
Let her call
1%.
the
You give her
I
homework.
mean, actually, I think.
Her phone at 1%. Make her make a little quick phone call.
That's like
Can we
child
please do
abuse.
this to my sisters, please?
I don't
Quick
think that's
phone
a
call to
good idea.
911.
No, let's not have your sisters here.
No,
I think that's a good idea.
put them in a closet for 6 hours.
Like
Oh,
both
yeah,
of them
yeah.
together or
Yeah.
separately. Because I feel like if they were together for 6 hours, they would tear each other apart.
Separately. I don't know, but they're kind of assholes.
I see.
You're not wrong.
Hmm. My drone has located the bomb.
Wait a second, Brock.
I'm not
Yeah.
playing a game. I am not playing a game.
Do you
a
happen
chance
to be
Playing Rainbow Six Siege.
No.
Only
No,
one that's
no,
not
no.
playing the game.
Am I by chance playing a game that I have no idea what it is?
Tower Unite.
Well, I guess I gotta keep the
I got it
conversation
for
going.
free. It's pretty decent, and I'm playing like Super Monkey Ball right now. It's actually pretty fun. Super Monkey Ball.
Now, also continuing the 13-year-old saga, should I
Yeah,
allow my
I think-
13-year-old to lock their bedroom?
I think that
No.
it's against the Second Amendment.
I think yes. I think yes, because if you don't, then they don't have that's like saying you don't trust them. And also, like, then they'll feel like they don't have privacy and be really sad. They'll be like,
I got second
Wait, do you guys have a lock on your door?
Nope.
no.
Okay.
I wish
nope.
I did. For like certain times.
Like what, Ethan?
Those times, you know.
I mean, I don't really need one. I like wouldn't need it, but.
Oh, those times when you're like taking out the trash and you don't want to be disturbed.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, this question's also really dumb. I feel like people on Quora are so. Should I allow my 13-year-old daughter to wear a bra? If she needs to, yeah. Or if she wants to. I mean, unless she can't afford it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's really situational.
Dang.
Like, does she need it? If not, then no.
Or I don't know if she
Easy
wants
question.
it. I would do it unless like you can't afford it.
Next question.
Well, I'm looking. Should I continue the 13-year-old saga or look for more?
Yes, continue.
How do I get my 13-year-old daughter to stop being so dirty-minded?
Expose her to the scripture.
Well, Taylor Craig, 16 years old and counting, says that isn't really possible. Teenagers, particularly in the younger stages, have uncontrollable hormones. When I was 13, I was definitely no angel. I was extremely curious about pleasuring myself. After all, the first time I was exposed to porn happened 5 years prior, back when I was 8. Sex was nothing new. And then she uploaded a picture of herself when she was 13 years old from year 2016. Said, I already knew how to sexualize myself.
So
Every time I put on a shirt, I'd find a way to make it highlight my cleavage. Crop tops and V-necks became a wardrobe staple, and almost every guy that looked my direction was a flirting target, even if they were a few years older. By the time I was 13, I had already dated 2 boys, and my first kiss was a thing of the past. Naturally, my sense of humor developed with me. Many
Can
jokes
we talk
I made.
about Michael's crop top addiction.
Okay, so for those who are listening and are not one of us, so there's this guy named Michael, no last names, McDonald, and he likes crop tops.
But crop top sweatshirts especially.
Yeah, the thing is that's okay, right? But the thing that's weird about it is he always asks us, like the same people, how we feel about them.
Over and over. So Michael, if you're watching this,
Congratulations.
crop top hoodie.
Congratulations for making it into the podcast.
Now listen here. I don't know about these crop top hoodies. They're pretty short.
Yeah, so off that topic, remember back when I talked about the 26-year-old, 19-year-old who dated for 5 years? Well, I have this question. It says, is it okay that my 21-year-old neighbor is dating my 14-year-old daughter?
I mean, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good thing.
That's just terrible.
I mean, we got.
How did they get in that situation?
Oh, wait a second. Well, okay, I have 2 more questions that are kind of related. I'll start with this one. Is it okay for a 14-year-old to date a 24-year-old?
Yes.
I mean, of course.
This person, Stalin Nafahu, former
Stalin?
teacher's aide, says, no, eat chocolate instead.
Now that's a good idea. I like that guy.
Yeah. We also have a question, is it okay for a 17-year-old girl to date a 39-year-old man?
I mean,
now, which one do you feel like is worse? I feel like the last one. Personally. Because 17 is almost 18. But it's still not, probably the best. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think any of them are good.
I don't think so either, Ethan.
It's okay if I date a person named Saul.
Nope.
I mean, I mean, just hypothetically.
Like Psalm,
Like
Psalm
like if
dares?
Psalm dares.
No. Oh, Psalm stairs.
Yeah, Psalm stairs. That's who I'm talking about. What do you think, Brock?
Oh, I don't know. Someone else.
I mean, I'm not familiar with any other psalm other than Psalm stairs. You know.
Are you telling me
Do
that
you think
Psalm
it's
airs and
normal?
Psalm stairs are the same person?
Do you think it's normal for a 26-year-old man to date a 14-year-old girl?
Nope. That's really weird.
That's not
I mean,
normal.
If he's her dad.
Wait.
Oh yeah, then it's okay.
Wait. See, is there an article about like, is it okay to date my own daughter?
Right away.
Mum is shocked to find daughter is dating her ex-husband, who she has called dad for more than 20 years.
What?
I'll read it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really
This
short
is
article.
very whole.
It's reading time. A
Papa.
mother of two has pleaded for advice after discovering that her husband and daughter are in a sexual relationship. The devastated woman sought help from fellow Mumsnet users with a post that has since been deleted. Here she expressed concerns about whether or not the relationship should be considered moral incest. Sharing her story, the mum explained that she had her first child when she was very young and went on to marry her ex-partner when her daughter was just 11 years old. Though he never legally adopted her, the man raised her daughter as his own. Well, I lost where I was because an advertisement just popped up.
Well, it's kind of sad.
That's too bad.
Psalm.
So they're not related by blood or actually legally.
Yeah, it's still not a good thing though.
I don't know about yeah.
You're not my real dad.
Dad. Did you see the video? The guy was like this prank invasion. Just like kissing.
Oh, prank invasion? Yeah, when he made out with his sister.
Yeah, kissing my sister prank.
No.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know how it's a prank, but you know.
Nah, it's just.
Did he enjoy it?
I'm guessing it lasted quite a while.
Did Astro just leave?
Yes.
Wait, was that actually a thing though?
Yes.
Jeez. Okay. Sometimes you just got no.
El color de la noche.
Oh my god. Did you just say that?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. These things just slip out, you know.
It's okay, Brock. I forgive you.
Thank
I'll
you.
always forgive you. But I will always kind of hate you too.
Oh. Well,
mean-
why?
Because it's just one of those things.
No, it's not just one of those things.
Why not? Do you not just hate people named Brock?
Oh, you're right, actually.
Well,
Next topic.
I was about to say that we've been talking. I don't know how long actually.
Probably
But-
an hour.
For at least maybe an hour. As around an hour. I think that's good for a podcast, especially
What?
first episode.
My feelings, so.
Kind of hurting your feelings. Well,
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a
Yeah.
like and subscribe.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back eventually. No schedule set. I have no idea how long it'll take me to actually upload this video, considering I don't actually have anything besides Windows Movie Maker. But that's not important. Anyway,
Windows Movie Maker isn't. You can't even get it anymore.
well, I have it.
They stopped in Windows 7.
Well, I have it.
Is it the Movie Maker 10 thing?
Nope.
Windows? Do you actually have Windows Movie Maker?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's possible, but
I downloaded it somewhere
When? Whoops.
recently. There's a download for it. I just
downloaded
don't-
Movie Maker 10 from stupid place.
Nope, I downloaded Windows Movie Maker. Well, anyway, we'll see you all next podcast. Make sure to follow. Like Brock said, and join
Snail
the
Part
Discord
2.
if you wanna see what we're doing. Keep on snailing.